Hello and welcome to this vegan, gluten-free poutine recipe episode. I first tried poutine a couple of years ago when I was visiting Thunder Bay. I absolutely loved it. I was fortunate enough to actually find a restaurant in Thunder Bay that served vegan poutine, so I thought it would be fun to take a crack at making it myself. For those of you who are new to poutine, it consists of 3 things: French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. It's the ultimate comfort food, and despite what it may seem like traditionally, it actually can be made vegan, and I'll show you how. I'll be using 15 ingredients total to make the fries, the cheese curds, and the vegetarian gravy, so let's run through those super quickly. First up, these are some chopped scallions or green onions. These are going to be a garnish at the very end. There's quite a bit of this extra virgin olive oil in this recipe. I'll be using it to make all 3 of the recipe components. I'll be using 1/2 of a block of tofu. For those of you outside the United States, this is about 200 grams. 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour. This will be the thickening agent for the non-dairy cheese curds. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is also going into the cheese curds. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. 1 teaspoon of this Himalayan pink salt. You can also use sea salt. 2 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk. These are the 3 russet potatoes I'll be using to make the French fry component of the poutine. I'll be throwing these 3 little baby Bella cremini mushrooms into the gravy. 1.5 tablespoons of miso paste. This is made out of soybeans. 1 tablespoon of this gluten-free tamari, which is brewed soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 3 tablespoons of gluten-free flour. And finally, 1.5 cups of vegetable broth. I decided to prepare it ahead of time, and I'll show you super quickly what the brand is that I use. I absolutely love this Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. The way that you can tell it's vegan is by looking to the back of the label under the ingredients and checking for this little heart-shaped V. Okay, so let's go through the 3 different parts of this recipe. I'm gonna start off by preparing the potatoes. I actually won't be frying the potatoes. Instead, for a bit of a healthier option, I'll be baking the potatoes in the oven. And I already have my oven preheated and ready to go at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll cut these russet potatoes down into French fry strips. I'll toss them in a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll throw them into the oven for 30 minutes to roast. While the potatoes are roasting in the oven, I'll be working on the cheese curds and the gravy simultaneously. For the cheese curd mixture and the gravy mixture, I'll be preparing both of those in my blender. I have the blender stand all ready to go. Those mixtures will get pulsed down, and then what I do is I go over to my stove top, and I've got 2 saucepans all ready to go, and I'll just be mixing up the cheese curd mixture. I also will be stirring the gravy mixture on the stovetop so that can thicken as well. That's enough chit chat. Let's take a crack at this poutine recipe. I've linked it down below, so definitely check it out. Pull it up right now, or maybe later if you want to follow along. I'm going to start in on these russet potatoes, which will form the delicious carby French fry foundation of the poutine. Well, it is now time to try out this poutine. Not gonna lie, the cheese mixture looks like something from an alien planet. It's really thick and kind of moves as a mass. And then this gravy has been thickening up really, really nice. I'm gonna go with cheese curds first. Apologies if that's wrong to anyone watching who is a devoted poutine consumer. Ooh, I'm so happy with how this turned out. All right, gravy time. I was really feeling like comfort food today. Let's get it all on there, and then can't forget the scallions. Beautiful. There's your final glamour shot. I love how the textures are looking. The potatoes got a nice brown crisp on them, so this is what I was envisioning when I found this recipe. This makes me so happy. Let me know what you think of this vegan and gluten-free take on poutine in the comments below, or, of course, leave a suggestion for a dish you would like me to try out and perhaps make vegan and gluten-free if it's not already. Thank you so much for watching this Canadian poutine recipe episode. I hope you found it instructive, entertaining, or helpful in some way. As always, take care, eat well, and I will see you in the next episode on this channel. Bye!